Hey, love bugs. It's for doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you for the love and support. All these different changes that are breaking way into our reality is going to bring happiness, love, and contentment. In the best ways we need fit. Whatever we've been praying for is going to come, but maybe not going to come exactly how you have asked for it. But trust the process that you are currently going through. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings. Love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and hitting you towards a positive direction. If you feel like the videos are very informative, comforting, and give you good vibes that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath, they're going through trying times and need spiritual guidance, or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path, or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. And thank you so much for the support that I've been getting. It's truly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Y'all, this is going to be my last video for today. I want to go ahead and have me some quality time with my grandbaby. I was trying to get her situated. So I had to take a little hour break. But let me get back to this video. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and, do, this is going to be my last video for today. I'm going to be back tomorrow, Lord willing. Um, the music that I'm listening to today is called Miracle Music of Meditation, 432 hertz of healing tones, deep healing energy, detox frequency healing. And I'll post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyoka should reflect what they fear most, which is truth. A lot of people try to mask behind their pain by belittling other people. People might, point out other people's flaws when they're insecure about certain things that they hold. When you start allowing yourself to go towards the path and be guided from that, it allows you to see so many different things in a different way that you may not have paid attention to before, or been able to see it from a different direction. There's a lot of things that, my situations, and just for me, and connecting with different people, I appreciate that. It's just being able to learn off of each other, is something very beautiful. We have all have our own story to be able to tell. Everybody has a voice, but not everybody chooses to use it. you know um your sorrow, your darkness, your lightness, your strength, your weaknesses, allows you to reflect your truth. You should never, do things like change yourself for other people, if unless it's like, positive changes. I've had people that I've talked to that really have gone through some different things in their life, and they may have been doing things they shouldn't have been doing, and they're asking, Rosalind, how can I make peace with myself? It's hard. Yeah, it is hard, but it comes a lot harder when you're resisting change. Trust and believe me, I know. It's just things start coming down on you. It's just like a lot of times when I used to smoke marijuana, just to be able to handle all the trauma that I had going on. It's like universe allowed me to do it for a certain period of time. And then when it got towards that point, I had to allow myself to stop pacifying myself, allowing myself to really see things. Because at first I thought the way I can get in touch with my higher self is to be high, or being able to get information and visions, or just being able to do videos. I felt like I had to take a couple of tokes for me to get connected in that way. But now when I allow myself to clear my mind, clear my thoughts, and just concentrate on the divine, concentrate on a light, anything that is positive, that I'm getting closer to, or allowing myself to be guided from that, I was very open for it. There's a lot of people that, like Roslynn, um, is it bad for me to do that? No, it's not bad, but it's just that whole point. If you're using it for a side of escape, a lot of people use different things to escape the pain or escape the truth. And at times it's hard to, walk away from things that you tend to function off of. I used to be a functioning weed head for a long time, because I wanted to make myself numb towards everything. And that was like, uh, it wasn't like my gift was not, I'm trying to see how I can say this. My gift wasn't really out there yet, for me to really know. I don't know if it was just because of all the hypnosis I had to go up under, or it was a lot of suppressing. It's probably about all the things that I was going through, because it's like when I moved back down to the South, I was dealing with a lot of changes and trying to adjust, and so there was so many things. And then it was just like, two of my best friends died in like about 4 or 5 months apart. So it was so many different things that I was truly dealing with, and it took a lot. But then when I allow myself to see the change that is taking place, I love what I see. Anything that I don't care for seeing within myself, I try my best to change. I'm doing it for me, not for somebody else's happiness. If it's something like, oh, if you weigh too much and somebody tell you, oh, why don't you, I don't want to be around you if you're like that or whatever. um you shouldn't have to change yourself to appease somebody else. A lot of people I know that, they tend to want to do things to get outside source to get validated. And I said, you should never be a people pleaser. There's some people I know that will laugh at jokes that's not even funny. You're like, Roslynn, you're gonna laugh. Was that a joke or was that a statement? Because I wasn't. I was just. It wasn't funny to me. I'm that type of person, and it's just like those type of things. I got in trouble for that a few times at my jobs. I kept on getting fired from jobs for that because I wasn't a people pleaser. If I felt like there was something wrong going on in my job, I voiced it. If I see that people wanting, I had bosses that wanted you to envy them and get jealous off of the things that they're doing, knowing they were, we did the hardest work, but yet they got paid more, about it. And it's just like, we have our morning meeting, and next thing you know, we're like, oh, well, what I did this weekend, I'm like, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Like, oh, you're not sitting here. You're not paying me to listen to what you did last weekend. You paying me to go ahead and do this. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not trying to be rude, but I got things to do. And they got mad about that. I said, when you are constantly wanting people to be jealous of you, and there's people that want to care to listen, I'm not trying to deal with all that. I'm already in a place where I really don't want to be anyway. You think I want to listen to what you got to say about how you spent your millions of dollars on stuff while we sat up here and trying to make $1 out of 15 cents? I'm good. I'm just good. But I allowed myself, when I spoke my truth, because a lot of people admired me for that. A lot of people were told to stay away from me because of my truth. They wanted me to feel belittled. They wanted me to feel weak, or they wanted me to be able to mold myself into that carbon copy of everybody else. They feared, their boss. I said, well, if you're doing everything you're supposed to do, why are you worried about being scared? Oh, well, if he catch you and not doing the norm or whatever. I said, look, this is what they're paying me to do. They ain't paying me to kiss anybody's butt. That's not what I'm doing. I don't do that. I just kept it real and kept going. And it's just a lot of things that you stay forward on that, even when it comes to your reflectors. I said, I'm gonna stop calling them abusers, I'm gonna stop calling them darkness. Those are the things that you reflect. When people try to make you feel like, oh, I'm not nothing, you're never going to be anything, just for the path that you've taken, you're not going to amount to anything. And basically they don't realize they're complimenting you when you say that, because it's just that everything that you're going through right now is molding you into nothing. That means you're everything, because nobody can't label you as anything if you're not nothing. You make the mold of how you see fit. If you're making positive adjustments in your life to better you, to better your aura, better, even better, your circle that you're around. It's like I've changed so drastically. I can sit up here and see somebody I haven't seen in years. And they were like, girl, you still do? No. Well, do you want to go to the club? No, I don't drink. I don't like going to clubs. I can do everything that you're doing outside. I can do it in here at my home. I just don't have time to mingle around a lot of people. Last time I did that, I got sick. So there's a lot of things that just my version of fun is not the same way. Even when it's like around my ex and he does the things that I used to do, it makes me feel so uncomfortable. It not it is well, it is mainly the fact it's just the vibes he gives off, and I know that how he really feels about me. So I'm not trying to be around somebody who doesn't doesn't care for me. And it's just when I know you've done some gutter stuff, I just can't. I deal with you when I deal with you. I'm not, I just don't have time. I'd rather stay by myself. I used to be that type of person growing up. I felt like I was important when I had a whole bunch of friends. And that was just like at that time going through those spiritual transitions, it made me so scared to be by myself because that's when everything started talking in my head and I didn't like it. Or I started blurting out other people's thoughts. I didn't like that. It was very creepy to me because I didn't understand why I was doing stuff like that. It made me feel like I need to go get, evaluated, in a stress center. But then I started allowing myself to see that there was other people like me out there, being able to connect with, you all, and being able to, share our experiences and stuff like that. It can be very rough, but just it is comforting to know that other people have endured the things that you have endured. They see the issues that you're trying to heal yourself from, and I'm proud of all the progress I've been making. Even when people share to me about the things that they're dealing with, how they heal, what kind of techniques that they're using. I love it when they be able to tell me that, because shoot, I might be able to learn something new. You're never too old to learn anything. And when you're allowing yourself to be in your true suit, I mean, you don't have time to be a carbon copy. There's so many people out there copying everybody else already as it is. And it's just I'm that type of person. I've always wanted to be me. I like being different. I like being able to stick out at times. I just don't like doing everything. I remember I used to get so mad when my mom would buy me something. Like if I would go on my photo, picture day, and seeing my friends in the same daggone outfit I was, and I get mad. My mom was like, "So how did your pictures go?" I didn't want to take it. He's like, "Why?" Because everybody was saying wearing the same thing I wore. I don't like that. I like being different. And next thing you know, it's like, the yearbook come out, say, "Look, mom, it'll be the same outfit." She's like, "God, dog." Now I see why you didn't like it. And I like being different like that. It's just all these situations that has changed out for the better. When people are still like that, where they feel like I want to be able to stomp on that person a little bit more. It makes me feel good. I get the power I feel by knocking them down, or laughing at their discouragements, or making fun of them and going telling somebody else about the mishaps that happen in their life, just to make me feel important. And then when you allow yourself to, you're allowing yourself to, yeah, I slipped and fell, but I got back up and I laughed at myself, because shoot, I jumped back up. It's just like when people have gone off their way to try to make sure they belittle you, and it's just and allow yourself not to get mad, but just letting that's those people really need to go on a healing binge. They really need to, because it's like when you are finding the most hurtful, saddest things to laugh at, there's something seriously wrong with you. You know, um, just like when you're on social media, I had to back away from social media at times. I don't even barely get on there anymore unless I'm like looking for, thumbnails and stuff like that, or groups that I've been invited in. I try to, go there and participate as well. It's just, I'm not really into, social media like I used to. I stay on YouTube more than I stay on. You ought to get Twitter and get IG. And I'm just like, some of those things to be giving out too much information. I really don't care for that. I'm not all about taking pictures right now. I'm not, this is all I want to see right now. I'm going through my emotions. I'm doing what I need to do. If it's guided for me to do that, then I'll do it. But, it's just, I'm going through my changes right now. I'm doing my reflection, being able to make myself stronger and prouder than I was about myself the day before. So when you're allowing yourself to be pure in your nakedness of your spiritual being, you know, um, you tend to reflect things that people envy about you. You know, being strong, even when you have gone through so many situations that has really put you in a bad place, but you're allowing yourself to learn on what you need to make peace in your life about. These are the decisions you choose to make. Either you can sit there and be feeling sorry for yourself and feel like you have to be around outside sources just to make you feel important, which is very sad. There's people are like that. It's like a few people that I had to get off my Facebook just because they did that. I get on here, and it's like, I was telling a friend girl about that, the other day when we met up, and I said I can't stand it. We've all had troubles in our life, and at times I don't understand why people feel like, you know, for you to feel important, some other people got to make you tell you, oh, you're the most prettiest thing. Oh, what do you love about me? This and this and this and that. All this outside stuff, you never really know. Some people might be just saying this just to make you feel good, but it's all about how you see yourself. A lot of people, and it's sad that people are in shared identity, and it's just like, look, what's shared identity is when you feel like, you can't exist without that person's opinion about you or about how they made you feel important. I feel like you have to invest that within yourself. And there's a lot of times, it's just like, it was like a certain person I know, and they were just like, everybody's leaving me, everybody's, when I was there for them, they weren't there for me, and all this. And I was like, oh, you going through a spiritual awakening, that's what that is. I said, that is a blessing in disguise, but it's all about how you choose to look at it. And I was telling her, hey, these things happen, and it's like you're on this spiritual path, and giving her messages from, her people. She don't want to say anything. Okay, I just put that seed there. When you're ready to heal, I have no problem with helping you. But then, I had to part ways with her because it was like more, oh, tell me what you love about me, or if you're my friend, will you tell me you love me? I'm like, this is really sad. Why don't you allow yourself to heal? And it's sad like that. Instead of healing, people really want that attention. And I mean, that makes somebody want to talk about you more, and at times it's like, even I tell people, don't never put your family business or your issues out on social media, because a lot of people are going through, everybody's going through something. It's just depending on, a lot of people are very voiceful about it, or just some people want attention about it. Like if there's something that you're needing that help with, that like a GoFundMe situation. I don't even want to use that, never mind, that was a bad example, because there's so many people out here now, they're putting out GoFundMe's, and it is just like when people are getting hoodwinked out of their own money. It's, I was talking to my daughters and them about that the other day, about all these different situations with people really needing money, and on this GoFundMe stuff, and there's going to be people that really need it, but since there's these little, excuse my language, jackasses out here that's trying to, hoodwink people out of money for the wrong reason. It's like when there's somebody who's going to really need help, it's not going to make them want to go out their way to help this person just because of those situations that they were put in with all these other things that's going on in life. And it's sad that they do that, you know. But allow yourself to walk in your truth. Don't worry about who is bothering, because a lot of times people can hate themselves so much. You can just get dressed and have a smile on your face, and you already done really made them mad. You done messed up their whole day, just because the fact is, my truth is bothering you. It's just certain times where I just think about certain things I went through, dealing with my reflectors, and it's like, I can be really doing some things, and doing good things about myself, and they're like, oh, okay, congratulations. I'm just like, dang, y'all are just that, y'all are dry, But then if it was something bad I did, oh, they get enjoyment off of that. And I'm just like, y'all too old for this. Y'all been older and daggone Methuselah. And you still acting like you still in high school, And it's sad that people are like that, and you have to allow yourself to, overlook things like that. You keep walking in your truth, shoot. So if your light bright shines too bright for them, tell them put on some shades. They already throwing shade anyway because they wish they could do the things you do. They possibly can, but they just don't want to take the sacrifice for it. For you to be able to face the truth. A lot of people, want to manipulate other than actually change. They want attention from outside sources instead of healing on the inside. And those things take work. So allow yourself to keep in your truth. Don't ever be ashamed of who you are. People fear what they don't understand. I understand there's a lot of people not getting the depth of anything serious, not trying to zero out anybody else. I know a lot of people that have religious beliefs. And a lot of times, I've been hearing this basically since I've been doing videos. And I tell anybody, I respect whatever you are. If you're Jehovah Witness, my dad was Jehovah Witness. If you're Catholic, you're Baptist, Methodist, or, Pentecostal and stuff like that, I don't judge anybody for that. You are what you are. I'm just the type of person, I'm very spiritual. I've tried to go to every other church and it just made me want to just jump ship. I don't know why. I get there and I'd be ready to run. And it's like, made me feel like, oh my God, am I, in the omen or something like that? Why I can't deal with church? But then it's just like there's sometimes, after dealing with what I dealt with my situation, my mom's ex-husband was a pastor. And I'm just like, you've done that. I was like, where are you leading your people to? I'm just trying to figure that out. So I know I'll go the opposite direction of where you trying to lead them to, you know? And it made me really look at religious beliefs a lot different, because it's like there's a lot of times I've been around certain people, and I have no problem with Christians. I always tell people there's a difference between Christians and Bible thumpers. And they were like Bible thumpers. And I say them Bible thumpers are the biggest freaks out there that overtake the Christians that are really good and that doesn't judge you. It's like I've been to churches here where I could just be going off of work, getting off of work, but I come here just to hear the word. And everybody looking at me like, I know she did not just come in here in a pair of slacks and a t-shirt. God told me to come as I am. I don't know why. If it's not bothering him, I'm trying to understand why it bothers you. And it's been like that. So it's just like I used to tell people, I don't, whatever your views are on religious beliefs, that's all on you. I'm not, I don't down talk nobody about it. I just choose me because there's a lot of people that these different churches I've been to, and they were zero you out. And I'm like, look, God is the only person that can judge me. I don't judge nobody. And I say, and the truth be told, I say, you really don't know what I feel the energy of what you've been doing before you came to church. So, I allowed myself to just stay at home and, praise God that way. I used to tell people I'm not paying for a luxury trip or that big mansion you got on the hill while I'm sitting up here trying to pray God for me another financial stability. I'm not about to do that, because I feel like what I do, I'm not looking for anything in return. Only thing I love to have when I'm dealing with people and connecting with that way is to make sure you have an understanding on your purpose, making sure that you can heal where it's needed. Being able for you to make sense of the chaos and the confusion that's going on in your life when you can finally be blessed to get that clarity. Those are the things that I look like. I love to hear about in return. I don't like to have anything from anybody. What I'm doing myself because this is what I love to do. I knew what it felt like to be going through different things and didn't have anybody to talk to. I had my family, that passed over that guided me towards these things. I had my spirit guides. The universe has helped me as well as my dad. They have enlightened me towards everything. And, and I'm so grateful on so many levels from those things. And it allowed me to look at things in a totally different way so it's just like when you're doing something from the heart, you don't expect anything in return. People are like, well, let me do it, and I'll be asking, I'm like, oh, can I just do this for you and let me do this for you, and it's a beautiful thing because it's like, it's not saying that I'm better than you or anything like that, but it makes me feel like I'm not doing this from my heart. And a lot of people are like, Roslynn, we know you're not asking for anything. We like to do that, so I have to allow myself to ease up at times and go ahead and let that happen, and I because I don't want to be feeling like the universe said your blessings, if they want to give you something, let them be able to give that to you. They're meaning that from their heart, and they really, they feel good for the things that they have learned from you, so they want to do that. They said we understand why you feel that way because I never want people to think that I'm doing this while looking for something in return. I said the only thing I like to have in return is seeing that you have clarity, you have a peace of mind, you have happiness to understand why things had to go the way they did for you, and I'm good with that. That's my blessing to get back, so I'm glad I can be able to impact people's lives in those type of ways that is truly needed, because it's good when you know that there's so many different people that can relate to the dysfunctional things that go on around you, or you being able to try to find peace when you're going through so many different situations and are coming at you on in different directions. It's not it's not no easy road. So being able to know, that's why I love my community. I never say fans or anything like that. This is my extended family. I got people all over the world that I interact with and connect with on such a deep level. And it feels so good to be able to that start something and just want people to feel comfortable in their comfortableness, not feel like they're being judged. I tell people quick, I don't deal with no kind of negativity here. If you feel like you need to mock somebody or something like that, I'm not even going to give you, I'm going to say what I got to say and I'm going to leave it at that. But then I'm going to block them, because it's like when you come here, I want you to feel comfortable. I don't want you to feel like somebody's judging you because of certain things that you have been through, certain things that has happened to you, or the way you look at it. I said the only time I be feeling somewhere in my feelings is if you're one of those type of people that like touching children, or hurting animals, or wanting to kick some senior citizens downstairs, something like that. I don't. That's the only things I don't deal with, and I still don't judge you. But you're just not going to be around in my area. I just don't have time for that. But other than that, you got to be the best that you can be. Don't never allow somebody to shadow you with their opinions, because their opinions is not going to matter unless those opinions are paying your bills, comforting you, making love to you, and putting a roof over your head. And even at that, if they're not supporting you and they want to put you down, that shows you a lot about their character and less about yours. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Marla and Nicole. Much love to you. I don't know if you watched the videos today, but I would love to give that love to you. Uh, Tandra Schultz and Gabriel, much love to you as well as Sarah, uh, Sarah Miller Carnes. Much love to you, Sarah Nicole. Sorry about that, Sarah, if you listen to that, my bad. But I will, no telling. I was like, God willing, and I also know, I don't know why I said no telling. I'm gonna try my best to have videos out tomorrow. Like yesterday, I had to apologize because I meant to do a little bit more, but I chose to spend time with my daughter. I haven't really been seeing my daughter or my grandbaby that much anymore. So, because our lives been really crazy, so I just wanted to try and make that time out for my daughters. So, if everything's well tomorrow, I will be seeing y'all. Um, I hope everything that you're trying to manifest in your life comes 100,000 times more than what you asked for, because you truly deserve it, and it comes way sooner than you expected it to. Um, if you want to get in touch with me, you can find me at Facebook Messenger. I'm not accepting any Facebook requests, but I stay connected with them on Facebook Messenger. If you're in the United States, I chat time. My chat time is at 10 a.m. until 10:30 p.m. Uh, Pacific Standard Time. Um, and it's just like if you need any kind of assistance on your spiritual journey, I'll try my best to help you. Everything is confidential there. And I will talk to y'all later. Know you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. Knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. Like and subscribe, drop a line, share, give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And I hope that every day is like a blessing of a lesson that you truly needed to help you keep going and being a better you. And I will see you on my next video. Much love to you. Oh yeah, the reason why I'm using, I know people were like, Ross, why are you using these crazy thumbnails? I found it. And if anybody's seen the new movie or even the old ones, that the old one used to scare the mess out of me. And I gave that one to my daughter, but I like the ones they have with Bill Skarsgård in them. I use this picture basically as a symbolism, as Pennywise represents fear. Whatever that he can be, whatever those people fear of. And that's usually what people fear, is one of the things that you can do freely that they're scared of what happens to them if they do. So I will see you on my next video. Much love to you. I hope you have a blessed, safe day, and be responsible and safe for everything you're doing. Wait a minute, I'll get it. Get over here before you fall off the bed. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Much love to you. Peace be wild.